Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's HTG Brian here, and we have some more LEGO Dimensions Ghostbusting for you. In fact, this happens to be level 3 of the new Ghostbusters 2016 story pack from Wave 6, and we're gonna take on the Mercado building. In fact, we're gonna get a gold brick for completing a level, and we're gonna have to make our way through Manhattan and actually do a little bit of Ghostbusting to get there. But hey, we wanted to point out too that you can actually redirect your gameplay by actually going to the portal in the Shard, and that'll take you right to the availability to continue your story. So in the event you leave or check something else out, or maybe I don't know, maybe you're checking some other Wave 6 content out and you come back and you want to do some more Ghostbusting and you're like, where's the next level? I completed 2, but there's only 1 showing. Well, you have to go to the continue story, and now that we're here, we actually have to make our way through the hub area, and there's that pesky red brick again. He is just destined to get caught. He wants to be obtained so badly, and I'm curious to see what the red brick is for, if I'm being honest. But we're going to wait and do that in our free roam, which I believe, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think we're going to come back and do some streaming in our quest to 1,060, 68 bricks? I think it is 64, 68, something like 65, somewhere in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 61, 62, 64, something. All right. Here we are. We have arrived at our first ghost-busting target. We have followed the blue stud trail all the way over to what appears to be, maybe, we've been here already. This is kind of by the real estate agent, and I'm not exactly sure which building this is. Maybe this is the Mercado building, but we have to do a little bit more traveling, and there's actually 2 sets of ghosts in front of this building, as you can see here. Or wait, maybe there's 3 actually. I was wrong. So the first one's out in the road, second one's on the left side of the stairway, and the third one is on the right. Now, I don't know if there's a specific order you have to do these in or not, but if there is, follow the order we did them in, as it worked for us. Now, hey, I'm getting pretty good at that, catching those ghosts with that trap. That first one, man, I had to edit out, like, I'm not even kidding, like 10 or 12 failed attempts. And now I'm getting it almost every single time on my first try, which is super. All right, here we go. We have that pesky red brick. He's trying to get caught again. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid him. And hey, we actually came this way, so we're doubling back. And oh, wait, I had a feeling something was up with these giant Chinese dragons. Oh, look at that. Spooky. But yeah, so what do you guys think so far of this little pack? You know, I know a lot of you kind of groaned and moaned when you saw the price point on this, but keeping in mind it does come with a whole bunch of Lego pieces, and enough to actually build a whole new toy pad portal decoration, as well as the minifig for Abby Yates and the Ecto one, which comes with 2 extra builds. And yeah, I did take out the 3 Chinese dragons, as well as the, well, let's see here, a couple of floating ghouls. But yeah, so what do you guys think? I mean, the price point so far, I mean, there's been a lot of game too, so that's the other thing. And it comes with some extra, like I said, red bricks, and it adds some extra gold bricks to our overall search. And look at that, that was like a strike there, but if I was bowling, I knocked over all them guys. But yeah, I was just waiting for my blue stud trail to kick up there, and we finally have it, so we can follow it all the way back to, oh, it's zoos, and oh, shh, cutscene!
To remind everybody here that in a very short amount of time, we have seen multiple class 4 malevolent apparitions.
He's using the devices to charge the ley lines. He's creating a vortex.
Jinx!
Okay, if he gets one of his machines in there, and it's big enough, he's gonna be able to rip a hole right through that barrier.
Okay, what is there now?
The Mercado.
Guys, this is the dude that was at the subway that was talking about the cataclysms. This is him!
Ladies, let's gear up and hit that Mercado.
Wow, that was some fancy parking by Miss Yates there. Holy cannoli. But hey, we have arrived at the Mercado building, and as we get here, you know, look, I actually have included Gandalf, Wildstyle, and Batman, as I assumed there was going to be plenty of starter pack stuff required, as you need the starter pack in order to use the story pack. So, you know, I've got these guys out, and to be honest with you, they've actually been kind of more of a nuisance than they've actually been a help. but I've got them out for now. I think I remove them by the end. I won't spoil it for you, but the goal is we have to talk to the receptionist who tells us to use the elevator, and then once we use the elevator, we actually see this ghost come popping out, and he presents our first problem. Now, yes, he has gone upstairs, and that is an issue in itself, but obviously there's a ghost that needs busting. So here's a whole bunch of guys standing in front of the stairwell, blocking our path, including some weird blue barrier pieces. I guess they're just tall chairs. I don't know who needs those. Maybe some NBA players are going to pop out at some point soon. But what we need to do is figure out a way up top. So we actually figure out that Patty is actually a strong character. I think we already knew that. But just in case we didn't, we're going to go ahead and spam, 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 and rip that open. But guess what? That's not what we needed to do. There's a mini kit in there. And if you're like us, you're going to avoid that like the plague. Well, avoid it like this ghost chasing us, actually. And we're going to come back and get all of those mini kits and collectibles in our free play videos, which will be out shortly. So, all right, you can see we've got a charge panel there. We also have a piano waiting here. So, oh, look at this. This is cool. It's a quick time event requiring us to press the icon floating through the air right as it goes through that cycle. And if you do it correctly, it actually plays a tune and increases our meter. Now, if you do it incorrectly, it does. It actually takes away. So we were just kind of curious to see what happened if it actually just failed or if it resets you or what, but it actually just takes a little bit away each time. So be patient and you'll stick with it. And look at that. Hey, we'll dance a little jig and remove those giant chairs and all the people blocking our path. And now we've got a freeway up to the top. So we're going to go ahead and keep on keeping on all the way up and around to the right. We know that the piece we need is up to the high right side, so we're going to go up there first. And check it out, we've got some buildable blocks. Oh, it's a triple grapple. We're going to go ahead and use our Ecto-1 to get that job done. And of course, we do have the Batmobile. And if you've got Homer's vehicle, or the Homer-mobile, as we like to call it, you could use that as well. But we're having fun with the Ecto-1. Look at that, we've ripped it. Oh, what's this? That looks like some suspect behavior. I don't know if they were having some food or if they were doing like 5 minutes in the closet or what was going on there. But yeah, we have officially built up the rest of the checkerboard path needed to push this blue ghost-like box, or stack of boxes rather, in. And look at that, our Ecto was in the way, so we had to pull that off our toy pad, and it made things easier for us. Oh, the ghost busts out of the boxes and flies up into, what is that, a chandelier, a light of some sort? Oh, and it's got some gold on it. So we're going to melt that with our proton pack. And oh, halitosis boy over here. Hey, man, get a Tic Tac or something. That can't be, you know, I know he's a ghost and all, but there's probably an odor that comes with that flaming breath. Maybe I'm wrong, but all right, we've got some bricks down below on the ground. Go ahead and build those bad boys up. And what's this? We've got a little Ghostbusters icon next to our car ramrod ramp. And oh, look at that. I almost spawned the vehicle right on top of the ramp for a perfect dismount, but turns out I failed. And all right, so I actually, speaking of fail, we actually do a trial run here, and it turns out that Ghostbuster cycle is actually quite important. We need to stand on it with any one of our Ghostbusting pals and activate it by shooting the ghost and then spamming the icon indicator. For us, it was square. Once we wrap that meter all the way up, go ahead and select another character, hop on the Ecto-1 and car ramrod that ghost, and check it out. We've hurt him, and of course, you guessed it, it's the rule of 3. So we've got 1 done, 2 more are needed in order to completely rule this ghost out. And look at that, he's done some damage, and he has, well, he's trying to hide inside this suitcase. I'm not sure he's doing a very good job. He probably isn't a very good hide-and-seeker. Well, he's definitely not a good hider, I can tell you that much. Seeking, I guess he could probably succeed in that department, but we're going to do some seeking of our own. Look at that. Got to have them all. Got to have them all. Got to get them studs. Now, you probably noticed I haven't been going crazy chasing the studs in our story mode here, and that's because I'm kind of saving those for our free play videos. Here's a PKE meter reading, which we've been calling ghostly builds or master builds as well. And simply follow the color pattern that indicates there. And if you fail, just repeat watching it and get her done. And once you do get it done, you're going to get some buildable bricks. And look at that. It is a keystone, and it happens to be for the rip. So we'll go ahead and guide that purple beam over to the logo on the wall with the 3 different colored circles. And look at that. Rip. Being a Blazer fan, this is a perfect time to bellow out a Rip City. Oh, to the yeah. All right, so I totally had a brain fart here. And what I was missing out on is the fact that once we use that keystone to light up the logo, it actually gives us the ability to use the RIP portals. So it allows us to rip to another dimension. I think that's what they're calling it. I'm not exactly sure. I should pay attention a little bit better to that. But what I'm doing here is I'm lost. I'm like, which way did it go? Which way did it go? And realistically, what we need to do is kick that keystone back on and activate it. And then we need to move Abby on our toy pad around to go to the different dimensional areas and give us the bricks needed in order to complete this little puzzle we got going here. So I'll go ahead and activate that now, and I think I figured out right about now. Yep, let's go ahead and zoom on out. Calgon, take me away. You have to be real old to remember what that is. Anyways, here we are. We are in the pink area. We love us some pink. Giggity. And we're going to go ahead and carve out this gold. You know, we love us some gold, too. And sometimes those two go one and the same. All right, moving along here. Moving along, keeping it clean. We found some new bricks after carving out the gold. And we're going to build those up into, you guessed it, memory. I kind of like to, it kind of reminds me of the old connect the dots, la la la. Not quite, but it reminds me of memory. So I was trying to cheat here and look at the board before I approach it because, you know, I want to get a perfect match. But, oh, yeah, come on. That's the easiest one yet. I mean, I don't know if it gets any easier than this right here. So hopefully this is the same for you guys. And that would be awesome because then you guys will get a perfect match and it'll puke coins or studs all over you too. Blech, look at that. There's a couple rounds of bouncing studs that come dropping out. And look at that. We've also got the safe cracked now. So it opens up the door and, oh, some bricks come floating out. And they're going to get sucked into that portal and dropped back into real time where we will complete the puzzle here in a second. But there they go. Now we know that we need to go ahead and check out the yellow zone now too. Now recently the yellow zone had been for balancing only, but in this case it's actually for puzzle solving. So we're gonna rip on through to the yellow side. Check it out, we've got some gold on the back wall there. It's kind of hard to tell because the room itself is a little bit tinted and changes the color of the gold, but go ahead and melt that gold down, build up the socket, and ooh, we've got a vacuum with some power, but beep, 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 beep. Something went wrong, so we're gonna switch on over to Jillian and get her fixed. And check it out. Oh, that's right, gotta get your chores done before we move on and complete this puzzle. Looks like that carpet was awfully dirt. Wait a minute, it just sucked up the carpet and now it left behind the Lego bricks. Completely opposite of how cleaning should be. Ugh. Anyhow, we won't worry about that now, but what we will worry about is moving Abby Yates on our toy pad to the white or center piece of our toy pad and bring us back to the real reality so we can build up both the bricks found from the pink and the yellow. And check it out. We have this beautiful painting on the wall. Oh, it's got a ghost inside. That didn't last long, and he just bailed and went right into that left light or chandelier, whichever that is. So we have something to do. We got, oh, my guess is, oh, yep, shockingly enough, we have to target that, and oh, now he's floating, and we've got some buildable bricks just like before on the right-hand side. So my guess is we're going to have to build up a car ramrod ramp. I don't know where I was going with that, but oh, nope. First, looks like we have to build up this little, what is this? It's a strong handle, I know that, but what does it unravel? Go ahead and spam, 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 fill up that meter, and oh, now we've got some more bricks? What? Oh, and some other boxes that need some butt slams. Once you get all of them destroyed and ripped open, we got the, oh, look at that. There's our car ramrod ramp. We got that all built up. Now we got to call on our Ecto-1. And wait for it. Oh, no, we're going to go ahead and take on this. That's right. You have to use one of your Ghostbusters to go ahead and tangle him up and fill that meter up. And now once the meter is filled, switch character to any of the other ones. Look at that. We got Gandalf coming in. He haven't had much action from him. Oh, backwards man, backwards man. Took out some of those boxes, grabbed a few studs as fast as he can, and also took out that ghost, which, uh-oh. Whoa, that was a little unexpected. Didn't expect him to go into there. Oh, but good thing is, look at that, we've got both of the charge panels, so we know what to do. We'll go ahead and switch on over to our residential power person, which is Abby Yates, And we'll go ahead and throw one of our grenades because we are terrible at following directions of pressing and holding the button. And now we've charged it up, or pumped it up. Now we'll go ahead and disperse that power, and we'll see what we get. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, the door opens. Well, actually, the elevator becomes usable again. And we're going to go ahead and press that button and see what's inside. I think it takes us... Oh, wait, I don't want to spoil it for you. Where does it take us? Do we go up or down? Any ideas? Any ideas? Let's go down.
Stop right there! I know you're having a ball bringing all these ghosts into New York, but the thing is, we happen to like this world the way it is.
Then you must have been afforded the basic dignity and respect of a human being, which I have been denied. Luckily, I am not the only one seeking revenge. When these barriers are destroyed, an army of the undead will return to pester the living.
Pester the living doesn't sound so bad.
To pester the living, with unspeakable pain and torment.
I think the word we're looking for is apocalypse. Apocalypse. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Oh, I guess it's check it out. All right, here we go. We got Rowan here, who is certainly a nuisance for us throughout the entire movie. And yeah, so here we go. We find ourselves looking for a relic scan, and just so happens that we can use old Wild Style to do that. Now, as I play further into this game, and I use the techno panel, I am pretty sure that there is one of these Ghostbusters that actually has a similar scanning ability like Wild Style. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I did find out that Erin actually has a shotgun blast, or it's a shotgun-like blast, from her proton pack that can take out silver blocks. And of course, Jillian, as you just saw, can repair blue blocks. I mean, we've got all sorts of things that these Ghostbusters can do and they bring to the table. So even more value being added to this overall story pack. So pretty sweet stuff. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, no, that's not good. It looks like it took off some of my health, but I'm still standing, and I'm just going to keep on keeping on with my beam. And look at that. I eventually deplete that meter, and I removed that giant arm or bicep, whatever that was, taking us out. So, all right, you know, if you haven't noticed already, I die an awful lot in these boss battles, and it's mainly because I just stand there and try to zoom in on the bad guy and try to blast him as best as I can, not worrying about what's going on. Hey, is that Bob Ross? That kind of looks like Bob Ross. And if it is, we'll just put a little tree right here. Actually, we'll put a little proton pack right here. Carve it on out, and look at that. It drops it down and reveals some more gold. So we'll go ahead and bust that out, too, with our proton pack. Check it out. We've got, oh, that's right. We've got, oh, a floating, that's weird. Why would a giant, big, heavy barrel go floating through the air? Regardless of why, it smashed down and took out some of those ghosts, or at least scattered them out for us. Now it has also revealed, well, what do we got? What do we got? What's up next? What do we got? Oh, there's a bluesy. How come I can't? Okay, there we go. Have you noticed, too, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but the blue stud pickup sound, when you pick up a stud, it doesn't seem to work for us. All of the other ones do, even the purple, but not the blue. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. I've been kind of curious. So let me know down below if you've noticed that too. Like, you pick up the blue stud and it's like silent. But, all right, we are being grappled. We need to pick up our guy and move him around on the toy pad. I've noticed, too, that in the Ghostbusters pack, that it actually picks up characters outside of the character you're using. So, you know, I was in control of Patty there, and you can see it picked up Batman. So I had to move Batman around on my toy pad, which was a little bit different than usual. But after a couple of slams, I am still standing, and the meter is gone, and that hand is gone as well. And all right, so we are moving along in this boss battle. This was kind of a confusing boss battle. In fact, a lot of these boss battles weren't necessarily self-explanatory. You know, like some of them you just have to wait a little bit longer than you'd expect. Like even right there, like it didn't cue the fact that I needed to, you know, melt that gold up there, but I knew I needed to. Don't ask me how I knew. There was nothing else going on, and the only thing that seemed obvious, so. I also noticed that long-distance gold melting is not as good as up-close and personal gold melting. It takes a little bit longer for whatever reason. So, in fact, I might give you a perfect example of that right here, as multiple characters run in front of my beam, kind of preventing it from having a full stream. So look at that, I finally just say, forget about it, and I run and get up a little closer. And Gandalf tried to get up in there and block me anyways, but luckily I had melted it before he got there. And look at that, Rowan is out, and we gotta attack him again. No, wrong thing, you're shooting the wrong thing, Brian. Come on, turn around, man. Oh, there we go. Zap him until he gets a little irritated, and the ghosts come and pick him up again. And this time, I believe he stays right in the middle, and I think we have to avoid some of his attacks and also take him down. Yep, that's right. And if you've seen the movie, it's a pretty good interpretation of what happens in the movie coming up here in a second, but not exact. And look at this is pretty cool too, the old rolling ghost cube. Watch out, it's coming for you. Oh, that didn't feel too great, but it's just a matter of melting it down with your beam, and oh, here we go. The action's about to kick off, and oh, hit it with the proton pack, hit it with the proton pack, everybody, come on, come on. Oh, for whatever reason, it switched me to Abby, that was weird. Oh, shh, let's see this ending, see what happens.
Wait, whoa! Stop what you're doing! Police are already on their way. It's over. You're going to jail, Rowan.
Well, in that case, bye.
That's a weird move.
See if you can shut that thing down.
Okay, well, that's over.
Man, it smells like burnt bologna and regrets down here.
The mayor needs a word, ladies.
Well, that can't be too good, but on another note, the Mercado building story level is complete. We're not only going to get a gold brick for that, but we're going to get a ton of studdage, even though we fell quite short of the old rule breaker requirement, which was intentional. We weren't studding it up. We'll turn on our red brick stud multiplier when we come back in our free play. And when we come back, we'll also figure out where that minifig in peril is, as well as the location of all 10 mini kits. So, as we transition into this next screen, you know what that means. That's going to wrap it up for LEGO Dimensions Ghostbusters 2016 Story Pack, the Mercado Building Story. And hey, hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and maybe a little bit useful or resourceful. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or things like that, feel free to head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below, and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Any of you guys who've ever left a question or any kind of a thank you or statement like that, almost anything that's worth responding to has gotten a response. And even some of you guys are like, whoa, you responded. Well, test this out. See if we will respond to you. Drop us a comment or drop us a like or tell us why you did or didn't like our video, and we'll respond. So, also check out HappyThumbsGaming.com as well as our Patreon account at patreon.com/HappyThumbsGaming. Now, as for me, I've got some more editing and some more audio to cut because I want to get through this story pack as quickly as possible for you guys. So, as always, until next time.